Hello, my darlings. I am Julia, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll take you to the wonderful world of Ukrainian rural life and culture. Get ready to see the true fish borscht cooking, and let's go. What a nice morning. This warm and delightful weather inspires me to show you something special today. Morning in my life always begins with a little pray. In a village, it's kinda ritual when ask God to bless you for this day and to help you deal everything you planned. Majority of Ukrainians are Orthodox Christians, and they can pray for 3 times a day. Summer morning in a village is so different. It has its unique smell of the fresh grass and flowers, mixed with mountain forest. It fills me with joy and energy.
Мить.
As I mentioned, today I will show you the king of Ukrainian cuisine. It's the dish that we are famous by all over the world. It's what UNESCO recognized as a national heritage. We talk about borscht, and today I'll show and tell you about it. And while I prepare everything, make sure you are subscribed. But before we start making borscht, we have some things to do. Rural life is full of interesting tasks. Now we're picking flowers of elder. This amazing plant has its unique smell, and in village we use these flowers for homemade syrups and kind of champagne. Elder is a surprisingly interesting plant. In ethnoscience, it's an important ingredient in treatment. It deals even with bloating. Also, you can make some relaxing tea and it's going to be full of vitamins. And sure, how can I be without some fresh flowers? They are so pretty and doesn't cost you any money. If you want to surprise your beloved person and can't afford some bouquet from boutique, I'm sure it's the best way to make people happy. Fresh flowers on the table make it feel so cozy. Beauty is always inside of you, and when you let it out, everything becomes so special and pretty.
Не буде більше вигул.
And let's get back to business. For borscht, we need our main ingredient. Traditionally, it's beef's ribs or pork. Sometimes it could be vegetarian or vegan for whom don't eat meat or observe religious fasts. But there are one more recipe: fish borscht. We're not going to buy fish. My boy's going to deal with it. What is better than fresh fish you took home by your own? In our region, we don't have sea, so we do fishing in some little lakes. But in Odisha region, fishing is normal, everyday situation. People come to beaches, piers, and taking home a lot of sea fish. Here in the lake, it's not that big, but you can also catch something good. Boys catch becoming bigger. I am so happy while thinking they spend time like that. Fishing in mountain region isn't the main attraction, but in some big popular rivers and lakes, you can find real treasures. But I think fishing in some quite non-trendy places, it's a special vibe and emotions you can get nowhere. After our little walk for elderflowers, I feel relaxed and ready for work. So let's heat my favorite outside oven. By the way, they weren't so popular in the past. People usually cooked and ate inside the house, but now it's so nice to make it in the yard. I am so curious about the catch boys we'll take home. I can't wait to start making this special dish. By the way, one of recipes of fish borscht was favorite by the most significant Ukrainian poet and artist, Taras Shevchenko. Now my husband is making fish bait. He's very experienced and professional with fishing. His dad always took him on the lake or river and taught him some tricks. For example, if you like small fish or just process while you catching it, find roach. A good catch means the better borscht. Yes, I know it could be very unusual to put fish in the soup, but this is not the only one. While you going hiking or camping, you can cook yushka on fire. This is a fish bouillon with some veggies.
Клас. Файно, я зараз буду чистити вже собі. Дякую вам.
Now hold on, because we're making elder champagne. Sure, it's just the name Ukrainians gave because true champagne is made of grape and in French region only. But this drink got its name by sparkling in color.
Так, є вже цукор? Добре.
Elder champagne is quite popular in Europe. It's not only Ukrainian drink, but also Polish, German, and English. In Eastern Europe, it was like a kvass first, fermented but alcohol-free drink. Later, from Western Europe, it became alcohol.
Будемо шампанського пити.
Recipe of elderflower champagne is very easy. Elder, water, sugar, lemons, and some yeast. This is not a hard alcohol, from 1 to 3%. It has unique taste with notes of honey and citrus. If you ever come to Western Ukraine, I recommend to try it. Do you like the Ukrainian village aesthetics? Then subscribe. Doesn't matter if borscht is with meat, fish, or vegetarian, it always goes with special buns. Pampushki, small circled breads with a very fluffy texture. Traditionally, it's always with a lot of garlic and parsley. Believe me, it's amazing. It's interesting, but first pampushki were sweet, but then people started to make them savory and add garlic with herbs because sugar was too expensive. And now it's the most known addition to borscht, especially if to add a slice of fat. Now, when water is heating, time to prepare veggies and talk about borscht history. Nowadays, traditional ingredients for every recipe are beetroots, potatoes, carrots, and tomatoes. But what if I say that only beetroot was in the first original recipe? To be correct, it was not beetroot by its own, it was beetroot kvass, fermented juice. Other ingredients were parsnip, hemp oil instead of sunflower, and some root veggies. And it was original way to cook until 18th century, when veggies I mentioned earlier were brought here. Same time in Poland, it was another recipe of borscht. But to be correct, it's completely other dish, even in fact it's the same ingredients to use. In Polish version, this is no cabbage and it's quite light. This is truly a soup. In national cuisine, there are even the formula of perfect borscht. It says that you need a balance of sweet, savory, and acid. That's why someone adds apples vinegar or tomato paste. But it also depends on region. Someone likes sour or sweet taste more. While cooking traditional meat borscht, it's necessary to make bouillon first. If you cook vegetarian or fish one, it's better to start with potatoes like I did. And then, time for veggies. No stoves for today. I use the most ancient way that makes the tastes completely different. Oven borscht will have special light smoke and cooking will be very even. Borscht was the most known favorite meal of Ukrainian warriors Kazaki. It was a legend that they are that strong and that powerful because of this food. And it maybe has a chance to be true. A lot of protein and veggies. Also, it's very nutritive. Original borscht was always a dish for to eat tomorrow. Kozaki cooked it on the open fire, then took it to some warm place, then closed it with lid and left for at least 12 hours so that the borscht could steep. Nowadays it's no need, but some people still leave it for 3 hours. For my borscht, I prefer to use fresh tomatoes, but it's quite popular to put some tomato paste too. To be honest, every recipe of this food is unique and depends only on the one who cooks. We even have idioma, 100 people, 100 borscht. So I left my veggies to stew for a while after frying. This is a very important part, because the main taste of the dish is the way how good are your veggies. Cabbage is going to be the last. It cooks quite fast, and I want the texture to be perfect. Personally, I like it so much. but I know people who always take away cabbage from borscht or even cabbage rolls. After everything is done, let's mix and go for the fish. Today it's the main ingredient, and I know it's very good because boys tried their best to catch it. Sometimes fish borscht is called fasts. Usually, while Orthodox holidays were coming, it was forbidden to eat meat and fish for some months. It was like for soul's cleansing. So borscht was without any protein, but then it was allowed to put some fish. While the fasts are going on, it's not allowed to eat anything that was alive. But when people realized it's almost impossible to live without protein, churches decided to allow fish. Probably because it's the Christian symbol of Jesus. Taking care about the big house and yard like ours is another work to do. Living in village means to have freedom, especially in improvement. But this also means you need to take responsibility. Now let's see my husband taking care of our favorite place to eat. Meanwhile, dough starter for pampushki is ready. It's just a few things to do, and Will got the most delicious little buns ever. Garlic bread is on the most popular all over the world. In Italia, Spain, France, India, China, USA, Hungary, etc., people like to brush the bread with garlic and add something traditional for their cuisine. It could be tomatoes, cheese, oil, for example. This is simply amazing to see him working for our comfort. It feels so cozy to serve this table for the dinner outside, and sure, it needs to be polished sometimes to be clean and look good. Just take a look. Red borscht with fishes guys catch nearby and veggies from the garden. This is really a Carpathian food. And now I leave it for a while, like it was 200 years ago. But sure, just for a few hours. The biggest catch of today is going to be our second dish. I will just fry it like my mom used to do sometimes. It's more than just simple, but it's very delicious. I put just some salt. Then, for nice golden crust, I powdered fish with flour. It's an easy trick that makes its skin a real delicacy.
Митю, 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 Митю. Митько, 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 Митько.
Kitten is happy for treat, and I'm happy when you like the videos and subscribe. Today is a fish day, but that's okay. Humans need different sources of protein, and fish is a very good option. Except protein, it has omega-3 and other healthy minerals and elements. Forming pampushki is another pleasure for me. The dough is so soft and it feels so nice in my hands. I hope everyone will like it because it's really classic. And the fish is ready, as I promised, with golden crust. Flour trick is working, and you frying filet, you can use mixed eggs and then dip it one by one. It's the easiest batter. When everything is done, it's finally time for buns. If I did everything right, it must grow up twice. But I'm sure I did well, because it's my grandma recipe. Her pampushki were known all over the village and no one could beat it. No plates for today. I will serve my borscht just in the bread. Have you ever tried something that special? And if you have a great recipe of unusual food, write it in the comments for me to try.
Все.
Now it's last preparations and serving. I already feel these wonderful smells and my appetite grows faster. And it's so warm in my heart to know we're going to share it for all of our company. A little last detail, balance of acid that I told you before, and now it's literally perfect, and I think it looks twice better in this bread plates. Everyone is very hungry and waits for his portion. That's so funny and cute to me. But this is the biggest pride for me to treat Bai's and beloved man with something delicious. Borscht is a real treasure of Ukrainian cuisine. Ask anyone here about their favorite dish, and sure it's going to be borscht. And my treasures are you, dears. Thanks for watching and join me next time.
Беремо.